Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for One World Under Doom, Issue 3, 2025. Ooh, that is a really nice looking cover there that kinda lines up with what we've got. We don't have them all in that kind of a range, but they going after Doom here for a little bit. And we get the thing, of course, bringing up like Emperor Doom's name and stuff like that, and looking at the stock market and all that. So we pop up the impossible city above Earth, Avengers HQ. You two are the last to arrive, which means I already know that look, and I'm afraid I've got some bad news. You won't see anything here that we Avengers don't want you to see. Oh, and while we're laying down ground rules, let me just mention that our little space station orbital super fortress here, the Impossible City, can block any mind control you might attempt, MODOK. Of course, if any of you want to try a good old-fashioned fisticuffs, I'd be happy to accommodate you. And we're seeing Tony's kind of armor, which is definitely kind of weird. I don't blame them for trying to do what they can with Tony's armor, because it's been in a state of flux in his own series as well, being just kind of the improvised stuff, then fusing with the Ironmonger, then we got the Silver Centurion ended back up in the mix from the West Coast Avengers. So I do actually like how it's looking there, as he's pretty much talking to MODOK and Doc Ock. Bah! If I wanted to kill you, you would already be dead. The world is on the line, Stark. We don't have the luxury of you Avengers screwing up anymore. You need us. You need genius. Kinda thought that was what I brought to the table, Otto, but hey, desperate times and all that. Besides, the boss thinks you could be a help. Come on. I do like how North has a handle on Tony in this series. Let's find out what a Doctor of Octopuses, octopi, and a giant murder head can add to the proceedings. And I really like that, showing off the rest of them kind of standing there. I was just saying how Doom's a hypocrite. Open borders for the rest of the world, yet Latveria remains tucked away beneath its magic dome. And I was just saying, Wanda, how I think it'll take more than name-calling to win the hearts and minds here. Very much so, Sam. None of us want to live in a world under Doom. All of us are wondering why you haven't done anything about it yet. We have done things, mortal, many things. Besides lose to him. I would counsel thee to hold thy tongue, Arcade, lest I decide to hold it myself, detached from thy body. It's like, oh shit, this isn't lining up completely with the Thor from like the Immortal Thor series, but I mean, it's in an extenuating, crazy ass circumstance, so him going a little bit heightened, I can kind of get that. Thor, let it go. We're all at least temporarily on the same side here. Aye, it's scarcely worth the effort against such an unworthy opponent. Oh, you're both the god of thunder and the god of cowardice. Cool. Honestly, I can see why you lean so hard on that first title. Easy, big guy. Sticks and stones, remember? The whole idea is to aim these people at Doom. Arcader's just proving his bona fides. And he's going to stop proving them right now, or I'll take him down myself. And I do kind of like the little, as you see Tony's eyes kind of like looking, it's like, yeah. And it's interesting that we've got more kind of use of white space here in between the paneling. It definitely works to kind of like border in the things with the light kind of outline of black. This is where we're at, people. We tried catching Dr. Doom in a lie, and he was ready for us. Then the FF tried humiliation, and he was ready for that too. So that leaves the obvious. We're gonna beat the guy. We're gonna beat the guy up. And while we're certain it's what Doom's expecting, with a dozen intricate counter plans for us and our powers, I'm less certain of his ability to adapt those plans to you six. You're our wild cards. All you need to do is what you do best. Ruin some best laid plans, fight, scheme, plot, destroy. Each of you has proven yourself in battle. And you've also proven to my satisfaction that you are unwilling to tolerate a world under Doom as we are. Sorry, that's your master plan? Your big move? Punch Dr. Doom until he says he won't be Emperor anymore? He was absolutely ready for you the last two times. What's different now? And don't say us. We're a +6 modifier, not a ×2. It's like, interesting there, Mysterio. Now, I haven't really... Damn, I've been reading Spidey and really haven't gotten a Mysterio kind of thing into it yet, so I don't really know much of a handle on it, even beyond different kind of creative teams. We'll have to see if that happens at some point. What's different, Mysterio, you big nerd, is that this giant battle against Doom is all a distraction. It's like, okay, Wanda. While we're fighting Doom, the Scarlet Witch and you, Baron Mordo, and Madeline Pryor will be combining your magic and telepathy to get inside the heads of world leaders. The goal is to find out what Doom's done to them, which, when known, will let us knock Doom's source of power, support, and legitimacy, fuck me, right out from under him. So that's the pitch, and it's why we listened when you reached out to us. You want to help? You want a chance to go hog wild on the baddest of the bad? Then you come with us. And if you don't, we'll send you back to Earth when the operation is complete. As they're thinking about it. And then we get everybody's reactions. I'm in. I as well. If there is to be a new Sorcerer Supreme, it shall be me, not him. I will become a one-man mobile murder world. We're not murderers, Arcade. In. I will be keeping Doom's mask as a souvenir. And as we see, we only have like a Doc Ock's head. But then, of course, MODOK takes up the whole one. You'll have to take it from him before I do, Doctor. Switchy. I'm going to write. Yes, just making sure I didn't skip any pages. Later, at the Latverian border. So, now what? We just wait for him to show up? No, MODOK. Now, we knock. As we get all the Avengers kind of like lining their kind of shot up to kind of like get this working out. As we see, it's actually really cool. It's like, alright, let's see how this works. And you're just booming up. And then we get a lot of use of green around here for Doom's magic. Whoosh. And all our energy doesn't even make a dent in his magical shield. Disappointing, but not unexpected. You're up, Vision. This magic kept me out before, but I believe with practice I might be able to adapt to it, find some way to phase through it. Assure you, Avengers, there is no need, as of course. Doom's coming in. And no issues quality-wise here, for Doom has come to you. Oh, God, loving the art, man. Doom, riding Dino Doom. Silence! The only sound I'll hear, Doom, is the sound of your death. Strange bedfellows you're keeping these days, Avengers. Have you really become so desperate to... But suddenly, Doom falls silent. He senses a single bullet piercing his first barrier of protective magic, and then it pierces the second. And as this magically enhanced projectile approaches his armor, Victor Von Doom discovers players who, until now, had been shielded from his sight. Hey, Doc, figured if you weren't going to visit my murder worlds, then it was only neighborly to bring them to you. Call it a coronation present. And I really kind of like seeing that as we get the full thing, and then just boop, 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 as the panel zooms into showing Arcade shooting with Mysterio, and then bang on Doom getting hit. It's like, that's not good. That's going to piss his ass off. Then we get pretty much our typical kind of paneling here. The insolence! And now I need to remove the illusion obscuring our metal shredder, and we'll open up that tin can of yours, Doomy. It's like, oh shit. But of course, Dino Doom's like, eat my ass. Fools, your cheap tricks are nothing. Do you not realize I control my dinosaur doppelganger as readily as I control my own body? Which is kind of weird because it was also another Doom. So what did he do to it? Do to Dino Doom. Well, him. His will is my will. I've dominated him entirely, and so you shall, eh? But then, of course, we see Doc Ock doing some shit. It's like, what the fuck? Now! Hit him with everything you got! And then they do, and Dino Doom's attempting to help out, and it's like, oh god. That was unwise. I do kind of like seeing him there. He's kind of like fucked up a little bit, and we see like the magic and flames and everything. It's like, ooh, that's not good. Elsewhere. I'm in position. When I trigger this spell, the minds of every national leader around the world will be available to us. But only for a moment. Madeline, turns out you're not quite the goody two-shoes I feared you were, Wanda. Don't worry, I'll make sure their memories are there in the mindscape with us. Baron Mordo, I've frozen the minds of anyone who might notice our presence, and Baron, I am the Scarlet Witch, the living Darkhold. Even without our minds being linked, I will sense your thoughts of betrayal before you've even finished thinking them. Alright, never mind then. Ready in 2, 1, 0, as we see them going through and doing their magic bit. And a heartbeat later in reality, though, A heartbeat later in reality, though uncountable hours have passed inside that mindscape, Scarlet Witch to Avengers, come in, now! We're here, Wanda, what'd you find? It's not Doombots, Carol. Mind control them. If we can free them from Doom's thrall, we can. It isn't that either. Doom's only use of his Sorcerer's supreme power, Carol, was to allow him to be in many places at once, to accomplish in a single night what would have been the work of years, maybe decades. Work? What work? The work of negotiation, Captain, of tapping into the hate and fear already present after the vampire invasion, of building on the impression that the world is chaotic, the system broken, and the heroes just as bad as the villains. I.e. saying, I have all the solutions to your problems, and scapegoat and everything else, and just being like, fuck it. Doom simply promised order, then offered everyone with power whatever they needed to secure their support. Money, security, health, time, sex, revenge. Everyone got exactly what they wanted. There are no spells to break, no robot duplicates to punch. Doom didn't cheat, don't you see? As Carol's surprised looks going on. And by the way, I recommend reading this if you're going for this before you read Avengers. Because this stuff happens out and has repercussions for what's kind of going on in there. This isn't magic, Carol. This is human nature. We chose this. And then we see that full page of Doom and the Avengers fighting on him. Tony's armor looks really cool there. Doom looks pretty good there, too. But I kind of like, it's like, okay, how are we going to fix this? This isn't going to be like a simple kind of fix if they're like doing it like that. Now you know the truth. I did not take this title, I earned it. And another truth you have not yet realized. Doom did not come here to fight. In America, there's a group of the worst, much more deadly than the meager villains who accompany you today. I'll kill him! MODOK is like fucking pissed. And they are in the process of escaping your highest security prison. The raft is, I believe, your chosen euphemism for this place. They cannot be allowed to succeed. This, of course, referenced in Fantastic Four. Thus, a question. Do you choose to remain here to fight me, or do you choose to battle alongside Doom to prevent things from getting worse and to serve the greater good? In other words, Avengers, do you actually want to help people? It's like, you fucking prick. Hate to say it, but my drones in NYC are confirming that what he's saying, there is an uprising at the raft. The Impossible City sees it too. Smoke is visible from orbit. The villains held there. Purple Man, Typhoid Mary, Carnage's Spawn, all loose at New York, in New York. All at once, this could get very ugly very fast. No. We attack Doom, and a huge raft breakout just happens to occur at the same time. Please, he planned this. What's your game, Doom? To show us fighting by your side, tacitly supporting you? Well, it's not going to happen. You don't rule us, and you never will. Ah, you misjudge me, Captain. Fear not. It is a sadly common affliction. But I assure you, Emperor Doom cares only for his world. His world, not the world. Fucko. Nay, Doom cares only for Doom, and Doom speaks not the truth. Very true, Thor. We won't play this game, Victor, and we won't be used for your little PR wins. We built the raft, and we will fix the raft without you. And I'll tell you this right now, this isn't over. Over? Why, Miss Danvers? We are still but in the opening act, as he snaps, and we're seeing the green really works very well. And I love, the kind of flaminess and weirdness that goes on with it. Since magic is a big important part of this, him being Sorcerer Supreme, I'm glad that hits so well with the art. Come, Steed, we have a message to send. A major escape from the ultra-high security prison The Rat was put down today in New York, as the Avengers, aided by several supervillains, defeated the dangerous criminals. It was a huge success for these heroes, proving there are still good people in the world, as we then cut to that scene there, and of course, the whole propaganda of what's going on with it. Breaking news. Or rather, it would have been had these self-same heroes not been absent beforehand overseas on an extrajudicial attack against Emperor Doom, thereby allowing this dangerous near miss of an escape to get as far as it did. Right. While their selfish attack did not harm Doom, it did delay him. Therefore, Doom teleported the Avengers to the raft himself, of course getting his PR win, fucko, with Doom shit. High-fiving, giving them the chance to make their own mess right, to manifest his will, while he attended to even more pressing matters elsewhere. Fuck that shit. Even before this latest success, more and more of the skeptics were already coming around to give the guy a chance. No, thank you. And why not when the world is so clearly improving under him? Sure about that? Take a look at this clip, folks, then just try telling me you're not impressed. One might point out how even while securing the raft, these so-called heroes allied with villains, underscoring how morally compromised they are. Eat my ass with a blade of grass. One might also address how the world once again nearly tipped into chaos because of the actions of this rogue element. But Doom does neither, for the Avengers did see the error of their ways eventually, and such realizations are always better late than never. Instead, I simply thank them for their service to our world and to Doom. And then we get into, he's focusing on certain kind of shit that has left the other kind of shit that he has to do with as Sorcerer Supreme out there. The power of the Sorcerer Supreme, and this trifling is what Doom does with it. Become a sniveling politician? Boop, boop, boop. Dormammu. The weakness, the craven debility of it. He plays like a child with the power of his title, ignorant of its responsibilities, which suggests he may not even be aware of them. By the absent horror, yes, the spells Earth Sorcerer Supreme must maintain, those that protect and secure Earth from the grasp of my dark dimension, they lie in ruin, because that's not important to do. And I really love seeing Dormammu's shit like that, and then the kind of close-up with that there. The ignorance made manifest in this preening human. All who would stand against me, I can now banish as quickly and as easily as thought itself. As we see the Avengers disappear. Now, timing line-wise, I don't know how this completely lines up with the Avengers, because, I mean, it's an Avengers title. They're still doing shit there. The weight of eternities is ended, for none but that frail and hollow fool stand against me claiming the earth for the dark dimension, and with it the rest of the eighth cosmos. So spake the Lord of Chaos, so spake the dread Dormammu. Next month, Dormammu versus Doom. That's a crazy-ass page to end on. And we get One World Under Doom, issue 4. Sensing vulnerability, Dormammu has attacked Earth. Has attacked Earth, I guess. And only Doom stands in his way. Dormammu banishes all other heroes to a pocket dimension, leaving Doom to stand alone against the Dark Lord of Chaos. But on the other hand, Doom has never needed allies in order to ensure that his will is done. It's the ultimate showdown between two titans, with an ending you won't see coming. So, I overall enjoyed this because, okay, we've got 9 issues that is the plan for this. I don't know if this is going to extend into any kind of other ones. And Doom, I can understand how people are like, when's Doom going to kind of get his comeuppance? When is this going to not go his way? And the thing is, even though this kind of went his way, I think he had to finesse it and finagle it a little bit more than he probably would have wanted. And of course, then Dormammu coming out, that's the biggest kind of challenge, because Doom hasn't been doing the things that the Sorcerer Supreme needs to do. Yes, you need to help with like earthly matters and stuff like that, but Doom doesn't take this shit seriously. He's like, I don't need to deal with this, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there was a whole Spidey arc where Doom's like, I don't need to do this, and punts poor little Peter Parker to do that shit. And then he does it, and then he also gets a Sidorak to help his ass, and then Doom's like, oh shit. So, I think we're getting to the point where Dormammu is probably going to give him a big knockdown. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how that works out, how Doom kind of gets out of that kind of thing, and how the heroes kind of deal with getting, like, teleported by Dormammu out of kind of his way. And I really like the art. I haven't noticed any kind of quality issues with this, like I did with the first one, so I'm like, good. So I'm really looking forward to this. I've really been enjoying this, and I've been liking how Ryan North definitely has his handle on Doom, and also the rest of the Avengers as well, especially Tony. So it would be kind of cool to see Ryan North kind of handle the Avengers at some point, or even some of these other kind of characters, because I've been liking what he's been doing with this event and with the Fantastic Four as well. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.